Why do you play such intense roles? See, in your movies, there's always intensity. Don't you want to do something light and easy?
I want to do a DDLJ. I was telling Anupama the other day that
Yeah.
I want to do a DDLJ, and I want to be the boy next door, but this is what I get.
For all film related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Thank you so much for joining me, and Fahad and Mahesh both. And Fahad, can I tell you, it's a real honor for me because I actually thought my resume as a journalist and a reporter would only be complete unless I have your name. It lies
Oh,
incomplete otherwise.
thank you, Pooja.
Because I was told he is very shy. He doesn't like doing interviews. But when I saw you, chatting a lot more, I said, "Mera time aayega," as the Hindi song goes. So I'm happy that's happening.
Thank you.
So both of you, congratulations on Malik. I saw the trailer. So I first want to ask you, Mahesh and Fahad, both of you keep collaborating. What
Yeah.
is this chemistry between the two of you, like the director and the actor? How does it work with the two of you?
Friendship and transparency. I think that's the only thing. We have been friends. That friendship goes on. So in that way, I can any day go to his house and then talk, and he can also talk. Like that's the way we share things.
But Fahad says you make him do a lot of retakes and everything. Fahad, now please tell us.
I asked for
Yeah.
retakes. Yeah, I mean, primarily it's he's a friend who clearly knows what I can do, and I also have an understanding of what he actually wants. So, like I said, there's a very clear give and take, and process happening. So yeah.
And Fahad, now talking about you in Malik playing Suleiman, it tracks his journey from a young boy to a middle-aged man. So it's quite an arc. Was it one of your challenging
Yeah.
roles? And also, were there any references you took? Because there are a lot of stories of people who wanted to protect the shores, and there have been stories. So, what was the process like?
So primarily to look the character was the most challenging thing because I was playing way beyond my age. For that, I went through a physical transformation to primarily to play the older age, and secondly, see, it's a completely author-backed screenplay where the primary objective is to entertain people than create any kind of controversy or any such discussions. The film is solely made to just entertain people with purely layers of human emotions. So there was no particular reference or anything like that. Maybe the way I looked, Mahesh wanted to see how my granddad looked. And, so we've used such references for the basic sketch of the character, how the character looks. But the film is actually not based on anyone. So I have completely relied on the narrative to play the character.
And also, Mahesh, how did this story come about? And was Fahad like your go-to person for Suleiman?
See, this is the first film which we're supposed to collaborate together. The idea came up
Mm-hmm.
in 2011, and I shared it to him at that stage itself, but couldn't happen because of the certain other issues. Because this film demanded a sort of budget, kind of a budget, which to fulfill this entire story. So this keep on growing. This idea kept on growing in me, and then like since I live in a coastal area, so I've got lots of friends there. So I've been witnessing their process of living, and how they how other issues, like let it be social issues or natural calamities, how they're facing through those problems, and then how they are addressing the state, and how they are addressing other communities and other people and all. So so how they coexist. So that's the thing. So I wanted to tell their story. So it's a kind of resistance from my personal side of the story, like how that's what it's lacking right now. What I strongly feel. So like when we started filming, like since it's been this idea has been lying with me for a long time. So I could figure out like how to place all these events and how deep all the characters, what is in my mind into a fictional land. So we knew that it's not possible unless and until we put a set, since it's a periodical film. So we put a set on a 6-acre land. So almost 75% of the shooting happened inside that set, and then rest of the coastal areas were shot with multiple, like, multiple areas and all, with multiple terrains and all. So that's how it happened. Yeah.
Oh, right. Fahad, also another interesting thing that I've seen about the characters you've played, whether it's Super Deluxe, whether it's in CU, is you make an effort to change the look of the character. Is that a conscious decision? And what's your process like when you, approach your craft? Your
No,
method?
yeah. So for me, it's primarily very important to look the character. I believe that if I look the character, 50% of my job is done. So the efforts are, so you basically take tips from the character itself to, get to a look. With, you see soon, if you look at it, Kevin, he looked very strong and he looked like someone who would dominate another person, but he's not actually that. So you take tips of the character to actually get to a look, so that it makes the narrative easier. The character looks the actor looks the character, and you can take the story ahead.
And Fahad, you do realize they call you a textbook when it comes to acting? And I was reading your father's interview where he said he is one actor who is all set to break stereotypes. How does that adulation feel? Does it pressurize you, make you anxious?
No, I like I said, I don't do this alone. I depend on a lot of other factors to get things right. Yeah, so I don't take this to my head. I cannot do this alone. So it's my team.
Totally. And I also want to ask both of you, why do you play such intense roles? See, in your movies, there's always intensity. Don't you want to do something light and easy?
Yeah, I would love to.
Mahesh, what do you have to say?
Yeah,
you attract.
even I want to write a love story and all, but I couldn't write it. I don't know. Maybe situations are like that. I don't know. Probably.
You can't imagine Fahad doing a love story, is that? Because he only gets very intense roles, yeah?
We had discussed about it much earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier stages of our career, now, no, I don't know. We have gone past those things, and now we have a lot of other things to discuss. I think there are certain relevant topics which has to be told. So I'm sticking on to that. Like I strongly believe that a filmmaker's life is hardly 20 or 25 films these days. So fulfilling those within those things, probably like in the future probably will do, like since the pandemic started, lots of producer friends were telling me that now you should start entertaining audience, with happy films, so that then only you can bring back people to theaters. So that's truth in one way or the other. But there are also other stories to tell. So I don't know.
What about you, Fahad? Why do they come to you only with intense roles? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I want to do a DDLJ. So I was telling Anupama the other day that I want to do a DDLJ, and I want to be the boy next door, but this is what I get. So yeah, so I think I've done a balance of both, but lately it's been Psychos that I've been doing, but Malik is not like
not that. Malik is not.
I saw the
Malik
trailer of Malik. Yeah, I saw that,
Yeah.
and I saw the last bit of where he is. I'm not going to give out anything because people are waiting to watch it. Where he is just violently plummeting that person.
Yeah,
it was
that's
scary,
one
Fahad.
small bit. That's one small bit.
Yeah, and I'm shaking to see what's going to happen on screen. What was most challenging for you here, Fahad?
For Malik?
For Malik, what was the most
I knew the
challenging?
question.
What was most challenging? What was the
Yeah,
toughest
like I said,
part of?
Yeah, like I said, the character's lifespan is around 30 years. The narrative is 30 years of the character. So I had to make sure that every timeline that I played, it had to remind something of his earlier stage, or give a hint of his future stage. So you basically had to correlate all three timelines and make the character look the same in all three timelines.
Also, a lot of your fans, as I was watching the trailer, was like, we have to watch this movie in the theater. Hope it's going to get a theatrical release. But I think in that 1 year, you have just given us such tremendous work on the OTT platform. But what would you have to say this as creators? How is this going to change, impact vis-a-vis in terms of content creation, in terms of what you all are writing, this OTT versus theater, because they will find a balance ultimately.
See,
So this is
please.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No,
Parag.
my thing is both these platforms will coexist. Like, you know, whatever, like next time when somebody like when I'm trying to write something, like I think that only the script is the thing which is going to matter, which is going to change. Like, you know, I find it challenging to write a film for digital platform. Why? Because, you know, where remote is a big tool. Like, you know, people can skip anywhere, and people doing multitasking and then watching a film. There here for a collective viewing, it's a different aspect. So primarily, my as a creator, I'm always for collective viewing. Like, you know, all my films, but in the next future, like, you know, we are also assigned to do films for digital streaming, and the writing definitely will change. The writing is the only platform, the area where you know, things are going to be changed. And both these platforms, like, you know, I'm eagerly waiting to do films for both the platforms.
Yeah, Fahad.
See, like Mahesh said, see, I see it as a place where you can experiment any, you know, you can design your film for theatrical, you can design a film for OTT. So I think it's one more opportunity for the talents to actually explore even bigger or wider. And in future there will be a lot of hybrid patterns that will come. You know, maybe a first part of the movie will be in the theaters, and the second part might just go to the home viewing, or vice versa. You know, so this is a change, and we'll have to accept it, and you know, we'll have to work in the best interest of everyone, I guess. So we'll have to wait and see how things change and settle down.
And coming back to my first question, how come you have now finally become accustomed to promoting films and talking about them? Because you were the kind of person who said, I have done my work, I don't have to say anything beyond that. What has brought on this change? I'm happy because it's worked for me. I've got you here.
You know, I think it's just basic interaction. No, it's just basic interactions. It's all, see, even otherwise, when it's theatrical, I make sure that, you know, when it's theatrical, I don't have to do a pan-Indian, promotion or anything, right? So I always need the media here when I do a theatrical, yeah. So I basically come for a, interaction before my release.
And I'm hoping to meet you in person. And also your Facebook post where you've spoken about your wife and how she's been a strong support has winning you lots of hearts from your female fans. So, I mean, tell me, like, what brought that on? Because everyone's just like going reading it.
No, it's primarily, see, I just found that all my friends were going through a very difficult phase, and, you know, so usually we all talk, we all sit together, talk. So this was a time when everyone had their hands full, and, you know, everyone was busy with their lives. And so, and, you know, there were a lot of things happening in my life. I went through an accident, then, you know, the shift of Malik to OTT. So there were a lot of things happening, and I just wanted to write, you know, and I just wanted to, make it clear that these fluctuations or these uncertainties are very sure in life, but it's not the end of anything. It's just the beginning of what's here to come. And I just wanted to, send a word across to everyone and say that things will be well very soon.
It was lovely to read that. And also, they just announced on social media, Pushpa shooting Budhan. Can you tell us anything? You're the antagonist, and we're really looking forward to that.
I am yet to join. Yes, I'm excited about the film. Yeah, I'm joining in August. Yeah, it'll be very exciting film.
And when are you signing your next Hindi film? And Mahesh, when are you making you're making a Hindi film? Both of you.
I don't know.
Here's lots of offers.
But you know, it's amazing what's happened now is I'm liking the fact that cinema is not being identified by the region. It's just collective. So I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah.
So
that will even get wider in the years to come, I guess. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Fahad, another thing I want to ask you, something I've been observing is engineers make brilliant actors. Can you give me what is the hack?
Engineering. Who's the other engineer who's a brilliant actor?
Whether you see in the Hindi film industry, whether it was the late Sushant Singh Rajput, whether it's Pratik Gandhi, all engineering backgrounds, what is it that you I'm sure they don't teach engineering, they teach acting in engineering school now.
So yeah, all of them completed it. It's, I think I'm the only dropout, engineering dropout. Pratik and all I think completed. Yeah.
Also asking both of you a special movie, one of your, I know you will say all roles are special, but one of your films that you found was the most challenging for you as an actor that really stretched your limits.
By far Malik. Because it's very important, for me, I always believe that it was very important to look the character, and rest of the films, looking the character came very easy to me. With Malik, because it was an old age and all that, to look the character was very challenging. And you are surrounded by your friends between shots, where you're chilling and you're talking to them, and right through the shot you had to. So that was a process that I'd not experienced earlier. So that was challenging.
And Mahesh and Fahad, now since you both work so closely, tell us one quirk of the other that the others don't know. Fans are very curious. Well, such a winning team, the bromance, I want to know is some quirk about the other. And not the retakes.
I'm trying to think. No, we actually, we don't. There are others making all the quirks. We are very, we're two perfect gentlemen on screen, on sets. It was Vinay Fort and Joju who did the other side.
Mahesh is very quiet. He's still thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know.
What is this retake business? Please tell me, what is this retake business?
Retake business is basically
No, it's just,
I never get happy unless and until I get a shot. So that's why. I've got like, I will tell you a comment by Prakash Balwadi sir. Like, once he was telling me, don't make me act within my scissors. So he keeps on telling me, because you're an editor, you are always keeping my performance within your scissors. So I told him that, sir, this is what I wanted. So constantly I keep on pressurizing them about the retakes. And about Fahad retake is the other thing, because he never gets satisfied with the first day shoot. He keeps on pushing us, saying that, okay, now I'm still waiting, because Malayan Kunji, we had taken the shots. Now I am looking for the day when Fahad is going to come and tell, no, we have to recreate the set. Do a reshoot of it. And the problematic scene is father is the producer. So we have to be accountable to his father also.
What is this, Fahad? What is this? Anyway, thank you so much, gentlemen. Looking forward to Malik. And thank you so much for being here. As I said, now my resume is complete. I finally managed to speak to Fahad.
Thank you.
I should clap for myself.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. And lastly, before I go, anything exciting that you have watched that you would want to recommend to our viewers? Anything exciting, something that you've not been able to? A movie or
what am I watching now? I'm watching what my wife is watching. So she's watching the Kate Winslet.
Mayor of Easttown. Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah, I recommend that. It's interesting.
That's a great show.
And sir, what about you?
Like for me, I think you should check out like Nayata is a Malayalam film which came out recently. If you have time, you have to watch it. I think you should watch probably all old KG George films and Pakistani movies during these times. Like, it will be good, entertaining and refreshing. Yeah.
True. Thank you so much. All the very best, and looking forward to seeing Malik. We'll watch it on OTT and we'll watch it on screen as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.